Have you ever walked away from a conversation thinking, where did that go wrong? Maybe you entered into the conversation with a lot of high hopes, and before long you felt yourself freezing up or shutting down or becoming defensive, and then it all fell apart, and it doesn't look like there's any way back. Well, rest assured, I think we've all been in that situation at one time or another. I'm Valerie Wade. Welcome to my coaching session where I share biblically based insights and tips that I've gathered from my 35 plus years of experience as an LCSW and psychotherapist. Today, I want to share with you a communication template that I use with all my clients that I think could really make a difference in the satisfaction and the positive outcome of your communication experiences. So if this is something that you're interested in, I'd love for you to join me. Let's get started. First step, have you ever caught yourself halfway through someone's sentence already thinking about your reply? Well, we all do it, but the problem is it keeps us from actually hearing the other person. Proverbs 18:13 puts it like this: one who gives an answer before he hears, it is foolishness and shame to him. Okay, so here's what I recommend. Begin with one of the most overlooked skills in communication. Listen to learn. The way we listen to learn is by asking clarifying questions. So, for example, you could ask something like, can you help me understand more about what you're talking about or what you're feeling? Can you give me some examples of what behavior of mine you'd like me to change? Then you repeat back what you hear from your partner or from the person who's sitting across from you. You ask additional clarifying questions as needed. So something like, I'm not sure I fully understand. Can you give me a few more details? And then you repeat back what you hear. It sounds like a simple tool, but it's very effective. And it helps you hone in on the real root issue that you're trying to address. When you're practicing these clarifying questions, you want to avoid defensive behavior. Okay, we all kind of default to defensive behavior. So practice some self-control, maybe even look in the mirror and think about whether or not you're interrupting with some but or reasons why you are engaging in behaviors, or if you're snowballing issues, meaning are you bringing up past issues that have gone unresolved for potentially years and trying to add them onto this issue at hand. Once you figure out the core issue, then you can move on to step number 2, and that is to validate value. Now, this can mean validating the value of the person, what they mean to you, or validating the value of the relationship and what it means to you. In this step, you want to eliminate negative nonverbal communication. So things not to do: no eye rolling, no huffing and puffing, and no blank stares, no crossed arms. Instead, try this: maintain eye contact. Keep your tone warm and calm, and use a gentle smile or a touch of humor if it's appropriate. Use affirming statements and affirming nonverbal cues. So an example of an affirming nonverbal cue would be to just simply smile and shake your head when someone's talking. An affirming statement might be something like, I trust that you're committed to this relationship. Or, I appreciate that we're trying to work through this together. Practice the power of apology. Not I'm sorry you feel that way. That's not a real apology. But instead, try something like, I didn't realize my words landed that way. And that was not my intention. I'm really sorry that they landed like that. Will you accept my apology? Apologies don't make you weak. They make you safe to love. Okay, step number 3 is to craft a compromise. Now, we understand that healthy communication isn't just about understanding or apologizing. It's about finding areas of compromise. And this starts with revisiting the whole vision that you have for your relationship. If it's a marital relationship, then remind yourself about what you want your relationship to feel like, how you want to show up for each other. You can then look at your shared goals like unity or emotional safety or support, and let those guide the kind of compromise that you all agree on. It's not about who wins, it's about what compromise is going to support the kind of relationship, the vision of the relationship that we both have. And this is a good time to talk about boundaries. Boundaries are how we protect connection, not avoid it. So, set boundaries with love and consistency, because that's not selfish, that's respectful. Maybe you could say something like, let's take time out if voices get raised, and let's come back when we're calm. If you need a refresher on how Jesus set boundaries, I've got a video that might be helpful to you, and I will link it in the description. Now, fourth step is to ask for the behavior change. So if there's behavior that you want to see done differently, then don't expect your partner or the person sitting across from you to be a mind reader or to guess. You want to ask for what you want with clarity and respect. So you could say something like, hey, could we commit to a weekly date night and put it on the schedule? And then this is also the time where you can say, are there behaviors of mine that you would like to see changed? Because mutual accountability, meeting mutual respect, equals a place where transformation can happen. Finally, the 5th step is a very important step in behavior modification, and that is to reward what you want repeated. So if you want more of the good stuff in a relationship that you have, when you see it, you want to reward it. You want to acknowledge it. If your partner's really trying and you see the efforts they're making, then make sure you tell them and that it matters to you. So you can say things like, when you compromised on that decision the other night, that really made me feel understood by you. Learn to speak each other's love languages. The love languages are physical affection, words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, and quality time. Because if we feel loved in a way that resonates with us, then we're more motivated to show up and give our best in a relationship. Okay, so to recap then, here are the 5 pillars of confident, healthy communication. Listen to learn. Validate, value. Craft a compromise. Ask for behavior change, and then reward what you want repeated. No matter what stage of life you're in, these skills are going to serve you well in every relationship, whether it's romantic, parenting relationships, work relationships, or friendships. Remember, it's never too late or too early to start becoming the communicator that you were meant to be. If you would like a worksheet that outlines these steps I've gone over today, I'm happy to shoot one over to you through email. My email is in the description box, and just send me an email and say you'd like the communication template. I'll be happy to shoot it to you. And if this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, share with somebody else that might find it helpful too. Hit that notification button so that you will be notified of all the new videos that are going to come out. And most importantly, if there's a relationship issue that you'd like help navigating, I would love to hear about it in the comment section, because then maybe we can navigate it together. I'm Valerie Wade. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope to see you at our next coaching session.